Hey up everybody and welcome back to the I'll Do Cycling YouTube channel, where today I am going to be taking a look at how my team's doing. I was going to do this on the second rest day, which was yesterday, and I literally just forgot. I realised this morning as I was eating breakfast, so I thought, oh well, I should probably go and do that and just let you know how things are going. So on the whole, it's going better. If you remember last time, we were hovering around 10,000, and we've moved up quite a bit. Obviously, that is aided by the kind of DNFs of some more prolific riders like Olav Koy and Ita Brooks, which were relatively heavily selected by a lot of players. But on the whole, Pogacar's nearing 2,000 points. So he's getting towards that 1,000 points per credit. Obviously, if he remains as he is by leading GC and leading the Mountains classification, that'll be 720 points towards that. So it's possible that he'll get towards 100 points per credit. He'll probably exceed 3,000 relatively easily. People who have really stepped up this week would be Valentin Padepenta. Obviously, literally the day after I made this video last week, Valentin Padepenta went and won that breakaway stage. Great to see. So he, has gained a lot of points, and he was up there in the KOM classification, but he's dropped away a little bit. So hopefully in this final week, Valentin can get up the road a little bit alongside his brother Aurelien. That was a really good day for me because Valentin won, Aurelien was 5th, Decathlon moved into the lead in GC, the team GC that is, sorry. So that was a good day. Juanpe was up there, but he's still kind of floundering, 250 points-ish. Like he could really do with a little bit more, and he seems to just be slipping and sliding out of GC. Van Zevenont, very similarly, hasn't really been doing too much, very stagnant. Although he's been kind of in moves, he's been in the breakaway a good 3 times probably this week, I'd say. Just hasn't translated into anything. So, hopefully in this final week he can do something. But honestly, he just seems to be getting dropped a little bit quite easily. So I'm not holding out too much hope. Obviously, Carr DNF'd way back. O'Connor has been doing better. He's creeping up towards 1,000 points. Do I think he's going to hit 1,600 points to fulfill that 100 points per credit? Probably not. At the moment, he's in 4th. And if he finishes there, he gets 350 at the end. So that will take him to 1,100. So it's going to be close, but I reckon he'll fall just a little bit short. And then Piffy's been getting a bit more involved as well. In 2 of the sprints, he finished inside the top 10 last week. So that was good to see. 2 more sprints to go, so maybe if he could nudge up towards 500, that would be relatively good. And then, of course, Milan's just doing insane. He has hit 100 points per credit. He is I think he was the second rider to do it. Obviously, Navarez was the first to do it. And then I think it was Alex Baudin who got there second, but I think it was Milan who got there third, or Milan might have got there second. I can't remember exactly, but he's obviously the good sprinter to begin with. Martinez has exceeded 100 points per credit now. That's kind of a bit of a kick in the teeth, considering that at the moment, instead of O'Connor and Van Zevenont, I could have Danny Martinez and Arensman. So that kind of sucks. That's definitely, looking back retrospectively, that was a much better pairing to be going with, rather than banking so much on Ben O'Connor. But, we live and learn. Who else is doing all right? I mean, Taberi's starting to get going. Ganna, after the TTs and stuff, he's up towards 600. Maybe if he sprints on the final day, he might get some more points. Alaphilippe's been getting some more points, but again, he's not quite at 100 points per credit yet. And Bauhaus has left. Bardet's still kind of getting into rhythm of things. So's Rubio. Could have gone with Shackman over Van Zevenont as well. Then there's like the series of 6 credit riders I could have gone with over Carr, like Fortunato, Hermans, obviously the aforementioned Jonathan Navarez as well, could have gone with him, Valgren, Sheffield, even if he did crash on that second TT, Benjamin Thomas, Conchi. Like, there's so many riders who I could have gone with over Simon Carr. And I think in hindsight, they would have made more sense, because I was really looking at Carr to do well in this final week of racing, where I'm expecting more breakaways to be successful in the mountains. But, maybe I should have gone with a rider who was going to be more successful earlier on, and kind of got the points in early, rather than waiting for somebody to get through like 2 weeks of racing in order to start scoring points. I did dabble in the Stage Hunter bit. Although that's not really gone too well. I put in Navarez and Alaphilippe on that stage where they came first and second. That was pretty good. But yeah, we're kind of creeping up, and I expect that we might keep going that way if some of the breakaways go our way, with especially Valentin Palipensa, because he's not very, very heavily selected. And also the end of tour points should help us a little bit, because I think perhaps the effects of Uijtebroek's leaving hasn't fully kind of manifested yet. 25% selected, so he won't be getting, no more points from him. So hopefully O'Connor starts to get me a few more points, and we'll wait and see. But I will do another one of these at the end of the actual race. It'll be out next week at some point, if I remember to do so. But let me know how your teams are going in the comment section down below. How did that last week of racing go for you? And what are you expecting from your team in the final week? Are you thinking you're going to go up, or are you thinking you're going to go down in the standings? But all that is left to say is to stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Salut!